Good night, teacher. Today, about the task structure that you gave us to the RESIT evaluation. The first one is storytelling about a personal dream. Basically, in 2 minutes, I had a dream since I work on Telus that I had my first bike was a TVS Striker 125. Maybe the decision that I took a bike is because of the traffic, but since I took the bike, I'm gonna start learning and riding and driving a motorcycle. I thought that is a better way to avoid these traffics and have more time to do our stuff because you can arrive at place 30 minutes or 1 hour uh, earlier. So pretty nice advantages to having a bike, but I think that I still love driving cars, of course, because it doesn't compare the comfort that you can feel. So that changed my mind pretty well, but my dream is to having an R3 and I'm still working on that. The moment that I bought that my first motorcycle was very strange because I didn't know how to drive a bike. So I just bought it new and I started learning. Maybe it was a bad decision, but because I didn't have even have a license, but that's how it worked for my life. Then I was taking more skills, better skills to drive the bikes, so I have my helmet right there. That was my first helmet. I also dream to having a GP Tech helmet or an AGP helmet that pretty nice brands to keep safe our heads. Then about the opinion of I choose the social media does more harm than good. So basically about that, I think that it can be a 50-50 or all a 70-25 because about social media, I think that does more harm, of course, than good. I I I really support that idea because I have the social media since I was like 16 years old. I didn't have social media since I was very young than nowadays. So I think that everything and everywhere they try to sexualize everything about politic points of view or religious points of view. Uh, this is very tricky because makes the kids or the young people to have more doubts about what to believe, you know. So it's very complicated questions about that, but I think that is something that most does more harm than good because if you want that the social media makes you something good for your life, you have to look for it because harm is everywhere. You can open Instagram or Facebook, you can find something that it doesn't help you to your life or something like that or your personal improvement, you know. So that's what I think that does more harm than good. Also, it's something of your decision, your interest. You're looking for something. The algorithm is very strong, very aggressive. So we have to know how to use the social media. It's not something that intentionally do something good for us. Then we have the uh, showed us two questions. What is one tradition in culture that you think the world should learn? So just let me turn off the notification of that one. Just 1 second, please. Real quick. I'm gonna do it real quick. No worries about it. Let me see here. Okay. So the one tradition that I think that we could follow here in the Salvadoran traditions is to uh, get used into it to keep the things clean. Or if you don't need something, you don't have to keep it. It happens with everything, clothes, um, things like stuff like plastic recipes or a glass recipe of something, and you save that to use to use this to use it as a glass of water or something like that, we're keeping things that are not really necessary. You got a body, you have um, to keep your things organized. And if you have your space um, organized, you will have your life organized. And this is the tradition that the Japanese tradition also keeps. And one other thing, since I got 30 seconds, is to still feel in the present. Don't feel afraid for the future or something like that, because that makes you feel more stressed out. That's why these people are more efficient in works than Latin people. Of course, it may depend of the culture. I know that the Salvadoran culture is pretty nice in other areas of life, but if we want to improve, talking about culture, I think that the Japanese culture is a very good example. So thanks for watching. 6 minutes. Hope you have a great night, and thank you for the opportunity. Take care.